day 22 of liquids only, y'all. I have been consuming water and this. So, okay. Um, yeah, I was doing 21 days of liquid only. I completed my 21 days yesterday. Today, I just kept going because why not? I found a spring um, during like the beginning of my fast, which was so clutch because I haven't had to pay for any water. That's how aligned life has been for me since I started fasting. Like everything I desire, like my manifesting, like, and that's another reason I'm not too quick to get off of the fast because I can't go back to that life. Like, there's no way that we are supposed to be eating 3 meals a day. There's no way. After doing this fast, I'm like, there is absolutely no way. There has to be some form of like gluttony. There is some type of sorcery going on with that. I'm talking 3 solid ass meals a day with snacks, with dessert. That shit is no. There's no way. I'm never going back to that. Even when I do go back to eating, it'll probably be like 1 solid meal a day. And I'm gonna do raw, so I'm gonna continue the month out raw, and then after that, it more than likely will become my lifestyle. If not completely, it'll be like 80% raw, 20% cooked foods. Like for instance, next month I'm supposed to be going on a road trip with my mom. She's doing 9 states in 14 days, and so if we stop in New Orleans or Chicago, I'm eating. That's happening. But yeah, I'm still vegan, so my eating choices ain't too far off anyway. But still, I don't see me going back to just eating all the time and stuff like that. I just don't see it. I feel amazing. I've never felt this good in my entire life. 33 years of living, I have never felt this good. So yeah, I don't see me going back. If you look at some of my other videos, it's like the stuff, some fell out my hand that I thought was a part of me forever. I had something I thought was a birthmark gone. Like there's been some stuff going on in my body, and I'm just like, why would I go back? Why would I go back to abusing myself like that? Like the stomach pain, the stuff that we thought was so natural, it's not normal. Like for real. Not even joke. I don't even want to get too descriptive. There is so much going on with the human body that we think is normal, and that shit is not freaking normal. So I don't see me going back to that ever. But all in all, like I said, I feel great. This was like the best experience of my life. I don't know if I could say like, okay, so I know people were asking me what was I consuming during this time, and it was really just mostly water, herbal tea, and smoothies. Yeah, I started the first couple days with just water and herbal tea. Then I added in juicing, but it wasn't my thing. Like it just wasn't aligning with me, so I kind of stopped juicing. I'll probably do a juice fast another time. But yeah, then I added in smoothies for like whenever I had to like go to work or somewhere where I would be enticed to eat, I would take a smoothie to make sure that I didn't like and then I ended out my days, or I'm ending out with just water and herbs as well. So started how I finished, or finished how I started. Let me think. I did the same thing with social media. At the beginning I wasn't on social media, and then at the end not on social media, so I took a break at the beginning and end because it was more of a mental fast for me than like a physical thing, although of course benefits with both. I started at 160. I'm 148 now. My normal weight is 150, so I didn't even like lose no crazy amount of weight, which is another reason I'm like, bro, we can't be eating like that. That's just crazy. I gained a lot of weight when I was writing my book. Book plug. I gained a lot of weight when I was writing my book because I was just sitting and I was like, you know. But that's, yeah, like I said. So I'll probably end up, that's probably when I'll break my fast, because I was in a book club for my book as well. I know that's weird because I wrote it, but writing a book and reading a book are 2 different things, okay? Good book. But we got our last meeting tomorrow, and there's going to be raw vegan pasta. I'll probably break my fast with that. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, yesterday was really the end of my fast, but as you can see today, I'm not in no rush to eat, and I probably won't. So I'm not going to eat. I'm gonna continue it out. So, but I completed my 21-day fasting, so I feel really accomplished and I feel really good. Books I was reading during this fast, a couple people asked me. I read this anytime I'm fasting or doing anything. So I read it a lot of times. It's thick, but it's one of them. And this another one. I've read it a couple times, but whenever I'm fasting or cleansing or anything, I like to, like I say, cleanse my mind as well. So I'm very cautious of what I'm listening to, stuff like that. If I had to say the worst part about the fast, which is not what I expected to be the worst, I thought the food, like I thought my cravings would be bad, but they really wasn't. After I started feeling so good, that shit went out the window. But the worst part would probably be like the loneliness you start to feel because your mind really opens up. You vibrate on this frequency that's just like, nobody gets me. That's probably the worst part about it, but at the same time, the best part about it, because it is definitely a frequency I don't mind being on. But yeah, that was probably literally the hardest part about my fast, was like just that feeling of like, nobody gets it. You guys don't get it. But yeah, at the same time, it was actually a blessing in disguise. I've always, roll my own wave, so I don't feel too outcasted. It just would be nice to have like a community of people who like, oh, happy fasting, instead of being like trying to get me to eat something or cook my favorite dish when I come over because you trying to make me great, stuff like that. So you lose a lot of friends on the journey, you lose a lot of music, you lose a lot of things you used to watch, you lose a lot, but you gain so much. When I tell you, like, the things I've been aligning with, the blessings that have come my way, I'm like, this is crazy. It's been stuff happening that, man, I can't even really express, but I have expressed some of the things that's been happening. Like, I've been trying to share my day-to-day on my Facebook and stuff, and it gets to the point where I stopped posting it because people just be like, you lying, like that, you're lying. I'm like, I ain't got no reason to lie. Everything has just literally been lining up for me, and so I choose to believe that I find my soul tribe as well. I find my people who be fasting and who on the same vibe as well. That'll come when it's supposed to come, because everything else has been aligning. So why wouldn't that? Unless I'm just supposed to keep being a gypsy and just rolling around doing my own thing, I'm fine with that as well. But yeah, it's also Earth Day. I'm feeling like the earth. You feel me? I'm so grounded and I feel great. I feel amazing for real. This was the best choice I could have ever made. If you're thinking about fasting, let this be your sign. And yeah, just, I don't know what else to say besides I feel great. If I do start back eating, look, it will be something that I probably do more often as well. Like I said, I don't even think this was a fast. I think it was more of a transition. The more I really meditate on it and everything, I'm like, dang, this is turning into a lifestyle. This is just becoming who I am. Like I said, I'll probably be nibbling every now and then, but for the most part, it's looking like a raw lifestyle for show, if nothing else, for show that. Yeah, there's so much more I want to say, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Happy fasting to everybody who's fasting. Thank you to everybody who's supporting me on this journey, and yeah, I made it. I made it.